seconds to go for the start of the 2013 Tatts Finke Desert Race. Flashing amber now, 5 seconds, and we will be away. It will be green, and go! Dave Fellows and Mark Bergerman are away for day one here. 226 kilometres to go.
And he's wasting absolutely no time. He's left like it's a 2K race. Well called, Jody, off the line. Dave Fellows, Mark Bergerman in that beautiful machine. The Jimco works its way through the front section. Plenty of water have been laid down on that track last night. Love those blue lights forcing straight back at you. Keep your eye on the line. Teammate, young Bullet Jack Rhodes. He will be the next to launch from the line, but it's all car 92 that you see there now. Dave Fellows, the ultimate off-road competitor. I think he's the best buggy driver on the planet, folks. That's what you're looking at. Calculative. He will look at every time as we look down on the line. We've got flashing orange. Rhodes locks this down. Watch it at home, folks. The transmission will load this machine up, and twin turbocharged Nissan power will take him away. And again, like teammate, comes right to the edge of the track past the Tatts sign. And he is on a mission. Definitely left the park quicker than Dave Fellows. I was mentioning, Jody, Dave will calculate every checkpoint. He will watch every move. And I guess that Mark will have two eyes closely on the rearview vision mirror, looking for young Rhodes coming at a bullet a gate. So through this section, of course, he's not wasting any time, Jody. Straight back in front of us. Those blue lights blaring straight back towards the crowd now in the sun. Over to Jody.
Okay, down on the line we have local competitors. Need no introduction here. Mr. Danny Auric and Grant Connolly. For True Build Constructions, we are solid amber. Great result for Danny. Do not count any of these top 10 out. Flashing now.
There we go.
Less than 5 seconds. We will see him also launch from the line. Here we go. That power getting down to the ground, grabbing second gear, again running a very wide line, looking for some of that fresh out of the Banger is away.
Banger's back. And no one makes a V8 sound quite like Danny Auric and Grant Connolly there in the True Build Construction. Have a look at those King Shocks shine in the Centralian sun. Back now towards us. Great little start of the race with the switchback here for the crowd. You on the hill getting to witness these machines work. So it's all Auric now. Right there on the little section we saw, Jody, as you were talking about him earlier. Jack Rhodes got a little untidy in there, but back to you.
Righto, down on the line now. A formidable combination, the 413 trophy truck for Out of Bounds Racing. It is Bo Robinson and Ken Skinner from Western Australia. Here we see him squat now. They have, Bo was blindingly quick last year, so let's wish him all the best. No rollovers this year, Bo. Listen to the sound. Oh,
feel it.
Sweet. I just felt it come up through the bottom of the commentary box. Again, running a wide line. Let's watch the suspension work in the morning sun here. Just after 7:30. It is mild. Beautiful conditions, a little damp track. It couldn't get better, but we look out the back there. We do see some dust already. So, Bo, very quick yesterday in prologue and spectacular to watch.
Yes, Jody, the big black Geyser trucking. G'day, I know they're listening in there at the Geyser Brother Camp in America. Those BF Goodriches working well for Robinson now and heads away. What a sight there in the sun here.
Okay, now may I introduce down on the start line, 5 times national champion Shannon and Ian Wrench in the 33 Jimco buggy. Do not discount either of these. Hopefully we wish Shannon all the best as he launches from the line and a smooth run down to Finke this year.
You said it, smooth is the word. That's Shannon's middle name. Father and son combination. It's the son driving. Now watch him work. Multiple Australian champion. Multiple winner here. He's been the king of the desert before. He knows what the taste of victory is, but he also knows what it's like to be bitten by the desert. But there he goes, folks, as you watch the beautiful SR racing machine come back towards us. What a sight, Jody. The sun is absolutely gleaming off these beautiful race cars, and none more than the SR racing machine. The Joe Gibbs driven all doing well there. Gets a little loose, does Wrench. the 33 vehicle now. He will switch back one more time for the big sweeping speedway section around in front of the crowd, and then we won't see him till tomorrow.
Okay, on the line now, about to launch current Australian champions Matt Hanson and Lee Wells for Start Me Up Racing.
The number one machine, the Jimco. Just listen to Hanson work this machine. Great, beautiful looking machine there, thanks to Snap Designs, the number one. That's the, look at that sun on this, I've been waiting for it.
Yes.
I could have a shave in that one this morning. The number one machine switches back, Hanson and Wells. Fast in the shed, I tell you folks, there's no more professional looking team than Matt Hanson and Lee Wells. Now watch him diligently make his way through. It's a very tight section here. These machines are built to be wound right up and bashing down whoops the size of mini cars, but the number one is just switching through.
Okay, multiple champion down on the line now. Mark Burrows from Victoria and Colin Hodge, New South Wales. Less than 5 seconds. We're about to launch, and we wish them the best of luck. You know, some of these buggers be reaching in excess of 220 kilometres an hour.
Burrows takes it away for Edmonds Engineering here this weekend, and of course Max Bulk Haulage. So, and Colin Hodge, what a great team. Going through the sector now as we watch them. I'll say it again, I've said it all morning. Fantastic track formation in 2013 for the Tatts. I hope they keep it this way and we get to see the brakes work. We watch how they squat down into the turn. As you see, Mark turn it through. They used to call him the old sly dog, the old sly fox, and he can still punch it. We've seen him in many circuits around the land, and when the combination comes together for Mr. Burrows and Hodges, it is fast. It's a fast-looking machine as well. These new Jimco. So he'll flick back through now in the big sweeping speedway section. And that's our top 10 cars away right now.
Not quite. Now, this the reason that we're still watching Mark Burrows and Colin Hodge head out is because
we'll keep going with this, Jody, for those at home, because they can get to see through the big screen the cars leave the full circuit. You're about to say this is where Brad Gallard and Scott Medista would have left at this point of time. So great shot. Hello, here we are back on the line. Matt Coleman, Sean Teagle in the Alpha. There's only 3.5 of these in the world, ladies and gentlemen. The other half, well, I don't know where it is, but those King Shocks shining here in the sun. And for Warrnambool Precast, Matty Coleman, he's number 2 Australian champion, and of course, second here last year. Matt Coleman can come up with the goods. There he is on your screens here at the track and at home. Beautiful looking car. Bulletproof. It's built like a Sherman tank and drives like a Ferrari. Here we go. Matt Coleman, Sean Teagle, squat. And the big V8 winds up. What fantastic shots here. So Coleman rolls through this first turn. Couple of nice little kickers just to warm the oil up in the shocks. Straight back towards the sun. So pretty soon, Jody, it's going to get quite busy here because we're going 2 by 2. And that's where it gets interesting. The drag race to the turn. Another story right on the start line now. And they were seated. Travis Robinson, Paul Curry, the ECU problems, the electric little black box is really giving them some curry, not to say a better pun. But Robinson and Curry now have been reseated. I spoke with Travis this morning. That problem is still happening, but it's all Coleman on the screen. The Northern Territory flag is in the air for the Western Australians at home listening in. Robinson and Curry and the Lucky 13 OBR machine screws every bit of horsepower.
How long he hung onto first gear.
He's still
Must have
in
grabbed it like 30, 40 metres back toward the start line. Really is wringing the neck out of that thing. But Travis, so quick last year, obviously came to grief, had a bit of an incident. So great to see him back this year, and we wish him a smooth trip down to Finke as well.
Very bright, as you can see them. Dip that track does not take long. These big tyres start to chew it all up, and certainly does change the track formation. That was graded last night and wet, so not long for it to start to chop up. Imagine what it's going to be like down the track. As you said, Jody, we can already see the dust start to rise as the Lucky 13 drops into the speedway section. There you go. On the line now, AJ Brett Plant from Mildura in the 23 car of Matt Kittle and Cameron Carl. And it's a drag race into the first turbocharged cars. On the
Pro Class Buggy against Pro Light. Pro Class Buggy's on the inside, Matthew Kittle, and as you see on the right-hand side of your screen now, the Pro Light Buggy really punching well above its weight right up there, Aaron James and Brett Plant from Victoria. So you see they were faster off the mark, but then the turbo just kicked in with the...
You can hear Macca wasted no time winding the boost up on that one. I felt it in my chest as it backed off and changed gears, but there you go. The younger sibling of the Peter Kittle team. Macca had it. He knows what win tastes like. He won one in South Australia. On the line now.
We have from South Australia, Hayden Bentley. Oh, closest to the camera that you will see as we switch back over. And local. Well, now he's residing down south. Chris Coulthard and Rob Hawker in the 88.
This will be a good drag race, Jody. Bentley wastes no time there. I think you'll find Chris delegated himself to that position. He'll want to chase Hayden down. A different looking car. Hayden Bentley's very unique and does perform well. Watch him as he comes through there. So it's Bentley over in the background. You see AJ disappear down what we call the farm gate and down the long run into Apatula. It'll take the fast fellas just under 2 hours. Bentley's car launching its way through the turn. The number 18 machine still going well and holding position. You watch it, sort of a lot of body roll in this car, but that's how Hayden likes it. You look through and they're about to enter the speedway section.
Okay, so we should be seeing Andrew Kittle and Andrew Kerr down on the start line.
That's who you got on your screen, but missing is
Ashley Mowbray and Graham Mowbray. They had that little rollover in prologue yesterday, but Andrew Kittle, I remember seeing him last couple of years ago just pulling into Apatula with not even a hub left on the wheel on the right front. You know, these cars just cop a pounding on the way down. So different story this year. We wish them the best for the Peter Kittle Motor Company running in the Jimco Aussie Special, another one of the twin turbo cars. The track a little bit moist. I don't know whether it's going to come into play. Huge deal with the...
How good do they look in the sun? That's actually, that's a painted Peter Kittle red. We call that Peter Kittle red. It is awesome. And looks nice in the sun. Oh, yeah. Andrew getting up right on the edge of that circuit. A chuff of steam out the top of the motor there, but that's all fine. You'd be a bit like that if someone rattled you at this hour of the morning, I'd reckon. So the 14 car, a free run